Okay. Hi everyone, this is Nufala from Happy Mango and I'm here with Leonore from A Plus Nannies.
Hi everyone.
I have moms coming in all the time and they're always asking us about nannies. So Leonore owns A Plus Nannies. I've used them, I think they're amazing, but I thought it would be a good idea if she gave like 5 tips on what to look for when you're looking for a nanny.
Well, you know what, Nufala, you're going to be surprised. There are several things that are very, very important when you're looking for a nanny. The first thing that I will recommend every parent is don't have a preconception, do not have an idea on how your nanny needs to be, neither the age or the looks or anything. Just be open. That's very, very important. Just be open because you're going to be surprised at the nannies that you are going to find that you never even thought that they will be out there. So the first thing is, please do not have a specific idea on how your nanny needs to be. I always tell them, this is like finding a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You don't know what they like them, but you just like them. So just be open and be open to interview and meet the nannies. But before you actually interview the nannies, do your legwork. The first thing that you need to make sure is that that nanny has experience. Experience is something you really need to have if you're hiring a nanny. If you're hiring a babysitter, it's a little different because a nanny is going to be with your children by herself for long periods of time, so you need someone that already has experience.
And oftentimes in your home as well.
Yes, definitely. A nanny is someone that works in your home, in your residence with your children. So you need to know that she has the experience and that she has the references. Second thing, the reference. Check the references. Ask for at least 2 or 3 good references that you can call and ask the other family, the other mom. You know, moms are really good to give you an idea why she will hire that nanny again or just not hire her at all anymore. So you just need to make sure that you check the references. That nanny needs to have experience, you're going to check the references, and then of course you're going to check the character that that nanny has. So you need to meet with that nanny. If you're doing it yourself, please meet that nanny outside your residence the first time. Do not meet that nanny at home the first time. And it's important that you meet the nanny in a public space, that you ask her questions about her previous job experience, you ask her questions about the things that she likes to do with the children, activities that she will plan. For example, if you have a toddler, ask her, what activities are you going to be doing with my son or my daughter while, you know, during the morning that you're going to be with him. The kind of snacks that she will prepare. All these little things are going to either resonate with you or not. There's no one nanny that is going to be good for every family.
Indeed. Well, I wanted to stop you for 1 second because I think you said something very important that a lot of us don't think about. So when hiring a nanny, and this is from my experience and then just also talking to the moms in here, a nanny should be a help to you. So Leonore said, what snacks would the nanny prepare? That means mommy doesn't have to sit and prepare everything out. When you talk to your nanny, you should hire a nanny that is capable of taking some things off your plate. So you shouldn't have to meal plan and make all of the snacks and all of the lunch and all of the dinner. Your nanny should be able to do that for you. So when hiring a nanny, you need to make sure that she knows how to make a PB&J sandwich or whatever it is that you choose to serve your child. Hiring a nanny is taking a load off of mommy, not making sure mommy and daddy, or mommies and daddies, or daddies and daddies, whomever, so that you don't have to do all of the things. So just make sure that you have a list when you're asking your nanny all of these questions, so you don't have a nanny and then still have a list of things to do to prepare for the nanny to come.
Exactly. It's very, very important. That's the clue. You're hiring a nanny. Having a nanny is not cheap. And I don't like to say, to lie to my clients. Having a nanny is not cheap. And you're hiring a nanny to take a big load out of your shoulders. That's why you're hiring a nanny. It's not the same to take your children to daycare because you still have to work when you and you still have to arrive home and catch up with all the things that were left behind. That's not the case when you have a nanny. If you have a nanny, it's because she's going to help you. Yeah. And she's going to be good with the children, but she's a help for mom and or dad or whomever is at home. So that's very important. You need to sit with her and see how she does things, and if she has a different idea of the snacks that your children prefer to eat, just give her a list. The nanny needs to be resourceful enough so she can, if you tell her we eat tacos, she needs to be capable to, okay, how do I cook tacos? That's a nanny that is professional. She doesn't need a recipe for tacos. I mean, if you want to give it to her, that's fine, but she needs to be able to, you know, look for the recipe and do what the kids prefer to eat. Yes. The nanny needs to be adaptable to each family. But then again, very important, not every nanny has the right personality to fit with every family. Indeed. So after I say that, it's very important that you just don't say, oh, okay, this nanny helps my friend, so I'm going to hire her because she works with my friend. Well, she might be really good for your friend, but not for your family. Indeed. So you still need to do your work, you still need to interview, you still need to see if she's the right fit for your family. Yeah. So I always recommend my clients, you know what, I made the profile, I tried to introduce you, but give her the interview. The in-person interview is the most important thing. It's where you're going to meet her. And after you meet with her, if you're doing it yourself, meet with her, as I said, outside. And after you meet with her the first time, then meet her the second time at home. So then you can see how she, you know, performs, how she feels in a different set. And if she's still good, then give her a trial day. See how she is when you're around and see if she's good. Now, again, she needs to have references. You're going to first check the references. You're going to meet with her in person. You're going to meet outside home. You're going to meet with her at your home. You're going to give her a trial day. And of course, you're going to check the background checks. Now, for this specific task, please make sure that you don't say, oh, okay, yeah, she has a county background check. No. For this, it is very inexpensive to hire an agency to do the background checks for you. And any nanny agency, you call them, hey, I need the background checks. They do just the background checks. It's very inexpensive. A background checks will be somewhere between $150 to $150, which is the best money you're going to spend. Right, especially if this person is going to be with your child. Because this person is going to be with your child. Now, for your agencies, when you hire nannies through A+, you already take care of the background check, correct? We do. We do background checks on all our nannies. We interview all of them in person. We prepare the profile. They take a childcare test, a childcare knowledge test with us. We also make sure that they are CPR certified. This is important as well, but it's not a deal breaker. If your nanny is not CPR certified, you can send her for the class. It's one day, and it costs around $55, $75. And so, there are some free classes as well, if you happen to look up on one. Yes. But yeah, that's also money that's really, really well spent. And you can go with your nanny and make sure that you're CPR certified as well as a parent. It is recommended for most parents. Most parents, I actually recommend that for every parent that is expecting a child. Yeah. To be CPR. It's a class that it can be very fun because you meet other parents, and it is, in my opinion, is necessary when you are great life-saving information. Yes. So, but that's the things that you have to do. You have to make sure she has experience. You have to make sure that she's a good match for your particular family. And you have to see how she interacts with your children. Make sure she has a clean background. If she's going to drive your children, you have to check, of course, the driving records as well. And just overall, do your legwork. Just make sure to meet that person before she actually works with your children by herself.
Another thing that I would suggest for parents who have children with allergies, and this is something that I had to learn through experience, is if you have a nanny that's coming from another family during a nanny share, or a nanny that may have pets at home, if you have a child that's allergic to pets, make sure you check the car, because you don't want to wait until your child gets sick after you fall in love with this nanny and then realize her car is full of dog hair or cat hair or whatever your child is allergic to because she has a pet at home. So that's also something very important to discuss with your nanny, is allergies that your children may have, and is there any chance for contamination from either her home or another family that she nannies for.
That is correct, yes. And now that you mentioned, being around other nannies, that's a whole other topic, but you have to be very careful if you're going to or allow your nanny to be in a setting with other nannies or play groups and all that. You need to train your nanny how she's going to make play groups and if she can attend or not. It's very important, because as you said, especially if your child has allergies, other health problems, or you're specific about food or things like that, you need to make sure that you let your nanny know in advance before she actually takes your child somewhere she's not supposed to.
So I used A+ nannies, and all of the wonderful things that Leonor is saying, I totally was the opposite. I came with a very specific what I wanted for a nanny. I knew exactly what area of the world I wanted my nanny to be from. I was very, I was very, very specific about what I wanted.
What you wanted,
yes. Because I am a working mom. I have 2 children, and I really needed the help. I didn't want to pay for a nanny and still have to come home and have things to do. So I told Leonora everything that I wanted very specifically, and she hired me exactly what I wanted. My nanny was from Colombia. I came home every day to fully cooked meals of salmon, rice, black beans, plantains, all of the things that we love to eat. My children were bathed, and my house was clean, and I had to come home from work and literally just eat and be present with my children until it was time for bed.
And that's at the end why the reason that you're hiring a nanny. That's the big difference between having a nanny or having a sitter. And when I say don't have a specific idea about the nanny, is no, you need to have a list of things that you need your nanny to perform, but in regards of the age of the nanny, or sometimes I have clients that say, oh, I don't want a nanny that is over 50 years old. But probably we have a nanny that is 56 and it's in very well, shape, and she can run after the children. So it really depends. And you may have a nanny that is younger, but she is just not active. It really depends. So when I say don't have a specific, idea of what you want to see on a nanny, I'm saying more of her cultural background or the age or things like that. But yes, you need to have an idea on the task that you need your nanny to perform, because they're different. They're different for each family. And that's why I never recommend you hire the nanny that works for your friend or for your next door neighbor, because it's going to be different for you. It's different. The needs that your family has are very different than the needs my family have. So you just have to make sure that she's a good fit for your family.
Yes, I agree. Okay, so Leonor, tell them where they can find you.
Well, you can find us, of course, online, but you can give me a call anytime at 678-659-9296. We will be more than happy to help you. We place nannies in all the Metro Atlanta area, the suburbs as well. We place nannies in Arizona, in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and Texas as well. So anytime that you need help, we will be more than happy to help you. And again, you can find us 678-659-9296, or you can visit us at aplusnanniesinc.com, and you can see all the different services that we offer there for babysitters as well, on-call nannies, even when you need a backup nanny as well.
Right, okay.
We're there to help you.
I need to interject again. So, if your nanny is sick or unable to come, they also send a replacement nanny so that you're not just out, because that happened to me as well. I think she had a flat tire or something.
Yes.
And Leonore had another nanny at the house before I even needed to leave so that I didn't miss my event. So yeah, fantastic.
Yes, it's important. When you're with us, I will take care of my families. For me, the most important thing is that my families have reliable childcare all the time.
Yes.
Yes, because I'm a working mom. I don't want to be worried. What am I going to do with my children? And I don't want that for you, neither for other moms. So I will take care of you.
Perfect. And they're on Facebook as well. Your A+ Nannies on Facebook too.
A+ Nannies and Care on Facebook as well. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, you can DM us. I'll tag or DM us. What is the message thing on Facebook? Post, comment underneath the video. I'll tag A+ Nanny so that she can see as well. Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.